Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Post-Crescent's Varsity Roundtable, a weekly look at high school sports in the Fox LA area and the only live online high school sports talk show in the state. I'm Ricardo Arguello, part of the USA Today Network Wisconsin digital live stream team, and we are here in an amazing high definition at the mothership, the Post-Crescent, 306 West Washington Street, downtown Appleton. And this week, our focus shifts to wrestling, and we'll be on wrestling for a couple of weeks as all of our area athletes descend upon the Kohl Center for the individual state tournament coming up very shortly. And we are proud to have two of the top wrestlers in the state here on the show to talk about their journey to the Kohl Center. Farthest over to my right, we have Eric Barnett of Hortonville. Eric, say hi to everyone. There we go. Directly to my right, we have Ian Laatsch. There you go. Hi. He's from Appleton North. Look at these guys. They can't wait to answer the questions that you might have. So we're an interactive show. But before I start, I want to let everyone know that if you do have a question, we have Brett Christopherson behind the Dell computer over there. He'll get those questions over to us right away. So log in, give yourself a name. Don't be put anonymous or guest, and Brett will get those questions over to us right away. Don't forget about Jim Rosadick punching buttons behind the live stream machine, making sure that we're okay there. But guys, I know Eric has been on the show before. I don't know if you guys had your winter dances or whatever, but sorry ladies, I know it's hard. You can't ask the guys for numbers or anything like that. You just keep asking the wrestling questions and we'll be all right. So can't have that stuff. I know you guys, a couple of players, so we can't help you guys on that at all. But what I want to do is start, let's get some bios. Eric, you've been on the show before, but if you could please, let everyone know the weight that you wrestle at and how you got into wrestling. Go ahead.
I wrestle 126. Got into wrestling. My oldest brother wrestled when he was like 8, and I thought it was pretty cool and hopped in.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Ian.
I'm Ian Laatsch. I wrestle at 138. I got into wrestling. My family, everyone's been it. Like my grandma, she's been like a statistician.
Okay.
And my uncles both wrestled, so that's how I got into it.
All right, great stuff. If you have any questions, log into the live chat. First off, let's get these microphones down on your lap or on the floor, guys, so we can tidy up a little bit of the little house cleaning we're doing here. Let's first talk about your season so far. We'll start over there with Eric, 40-0, having another great banner year. What are your thoughts on your performance at this point? Because I know you're a guy who holds yourself to a high standard. How do you feel you're doing at this point right now?
I think I'm doing pretty good. Kind of detailing my offense and stuff like that.
Okay.
Used to be kind of a weakness as my leg attacks and stuff like that, so working a lot on that. Just going well, staying healthy, and getting ready for the postseason run. Okay,
good stuff. Now, Ian, same thing for you. Now, you're 38-1, correct? All right.
Yep.
Give me some thoughts there. How do you feel you're doing so far this season, and has it progressed as you thought maybe you did coming into the season?
Yeah, I feel like I'm doing a lot better, practicing a lot harder, hitting my shots like fluently and hard, like flowing through wrestling than like other years when I just like it just happened.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel a lot better this year.
Okay, all right, great. If you have any questions, again, for Eric or Ian, please log into that live chat. Brett Christopherson over there will get those questions over to us right away. Back over to Eric. Now, you've been a part of some great national tournaments. Let's talk about that, because every time during the summer or whatever you're at, it always seems there's an update. You're doing well. It's a 12-month thing for you. How does it feel stacking up against some of the best in the nation in that way?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Seeing all these top dogs and competing with them, and it's pretty cool. Even if they're not my bracket, just watching them compete, and like guys like Keegan O'Toole and those type of guys, Josh Otto, I'm going to be going to school with, and it's just pretty cool. Yeah.
Talk about going into those tournaments. Everyone's an alpha dog, right? And so when you get a whole bunch of alpha dogs in the same place, there's going to be some barking.
Yep.
There's going to be some. I don't want to say any kind of fracas or anything, but talk about that. What's it like having a whole tournament full of top end guys like that?
Yeah, it's pretty rowdy. Coach is getting at it. Pretty fired up. You definitely don't take anything for granted, and you got to be a lot more stingy with those type of things. Yeah.
All right, interesting stuff. All right, Ian, I want to talk to you about last season, because I know you were disappointed on how that ended for you. How much did that I don't want to say maybe put a chip on your shoulder, but how much did that fuel you going into this season?
Yeah, like with everything in life, losing you can only get better. So going into this season, I was like, I needed to like step up my game, practice a lot harder, work with my coach Clough. He's wrestled for Madison. He's like helped me through my high school career. Okay, good stuff. Brett, did you have something from online? Billions could be watching us, guys. You never know. Brett, you have a question? What you got?
Yeah, I got the first one is from Gooch, and you knew this one was going to come, but who wins in a match between Eric and Ian?
First off, Eric's at 126. Ian's at 138. So how often do wrestlers from those two weight classes, would you say, even wrestle each other. That's kind of prevalent, right? I mean, it's only a couple of weight classes.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't wrestled up to 38 this year, but
Yeah.
I bumped up to 26 or 32. That's about it.
Okay, yeah. Have you guys ever actually wrestled before?
No.
No, I just practice together.
Oh, okay. How's that? How are those kind of things like then? If you guys have practiced together?
It's been a while, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're being mum on this, so I don't know what the deal is, but maybe we can get a more definitive answer in a little bit. Brett, did you have something else?
Yeah, another one from Gooch, a very interesting question. In light of the viral video of fans fighting at a youth tournament, I'm sure you guys have seen that already. What's the craziest thing you guys have ever seen?
First off, before we answer that question, let's get your thoughts on what you saw there. And I know you guys have been a part of those kind of youth tournaments. What did you think when you saw that video, Eric?
Not good for the sport.
Yeah.
I don't know, that kind of stuff goes viral and everybody sees the wrestling mat, and it's not good. It's on like Bleacher Report or whatever the heck it was on, and I don't like it. I mean, the kids were probably like 7 years old.
Yeah.
I mean,
what did you think about the little kids getting pushed out of the way?
That's not good stuff, but I guess it happens. Parents get rowdy.
Yeah. Ian, what were your thoughts on that when you saw that?
Yeah, definitely bad for the sport. I thought it was kind of funny, but seeing it all over social media definitely didn't look good.
Yeah. Yeah. And what was the question that they were asking?
Craziest thing that they've ever seen?
Yeah,
Maybe at
so there we
any
go.
sort of wrestling tournament, meet, whatever.
I don't know. We'll go to Ian on this. Anything that rivals that? Your parents hitting each other and going after each other. I mean, these are moms going after each other.
And a dad.
And a dad. Yeah. So did you see? Have you anything like that come close?
Not that I'm aware of. No, I definitely haven't seen some fists thrown. But once my grandma, she got kicked out of a tournament.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that just for barking at the officials maybe a little bit?
Something like that.
Okay.
I don't know. It was back in the youth days.
Okay. All right. Interesting. How about for you, Eric?
Never seen anything like that. Just people getting in each other's faces, but I've never seen a fist thrown. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Interesting stuff. Good questions from Molly. Did you have something else?
At least we can chuckle about it a little bit.
Well, a little
right?
bit, yeah.
How about the Gooch for Eric? Did you ever play another sport? And if not, do you ever wish you would have done something besides wrestling?
Okay.
Ran cross country in high school for 3 years. Flag football, baseball. I don't know if I did anything else. I don't know. I was big into baseball when I was in like 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, travel team or whatever. But once I started wrestling and started doing it in the summer, I was just like, why am I playing baseball? Like I just had no passion for it after that. I just wanted to wrestle all the time.
Gotcha. Well, you know, with Ian, obviously a great running back for Appleton North. How does that affect your training, if you don't mind me asking, like in terms of playing different sports and everything?
I don't know. It's kind of just a mindset thing. Just like being the top dog, kill or be killed in wrestling, lacrosse, and football.
Okay. Okay. Interesting stuff. Brett, did you have anything else?
Yeah, here's a funny one from WrestleMania. How quickly do you think you could pin Ricardo?
I'm over the 200-pound class now.
Well, there we go.
So I'll put up a little bit of a fight.
Technique.
I have no. That's the thing. I have no technique. I'll guess. I'd say I would last.
Let
about
them answer the question.
3 minutes. Well, I'll give them mine first.
3 minutes.
3 minutes easily.
No way.
3 minutes.
It'll be quicker than that.
Eric.
Give you about 30 seconds.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, Ian.
I'll give you about 30 seconds.
Wow. Okay, I like the
Let's see
confidence
it.
in these
Show
guys.
us, right, would you?
Hey, I used to wrestle in 8th grade one
Yeah.
year. I won 4 by pin. I lost
You're
3 by
crazy
pin.
if you
I had
think
no
it
idea what I
could
was
last
doing.
3
I went
minutes.
out there. I had no moves, man. I just went out there, just overpowered guys, or got overpowered. No moves. Like these guys have forgotten more moves than I know. So, Brett, did you have something else?
Yeah,
from
there's
online?
one more from Gary. Wants to know, outside of wrestling goals, what motivates you going into a match or a tournament?
Okay.
So outside of your goals, what motivates you?
Outside of your goals, Ian, what motivates you going into a tournament?
Just going into every match, like thinking like I'm gonna win. You gotta have that confidence. Like wrestling's mostly mental.
Mhm.
I mean, obviously there's skill in it, but if you don't have a good mindset, you're not gonna win.
Okay. Eric?
Probably like aside from goals, like making sure I have fun.
Okay.
Like everybody wants to say like it's not all about winning, it's having fun, but like that's legit. Like if you're not having fun, then why are you doing it?
How much does the crowd fuel you? You know what I mean? Like get you
Oh,
motivated?
yeah,
Did you respond? Do you feel like you respond to the crowds maybe a little bit?
and
Eric?
when duels get chippy and stuff, I love that.
Okay.
All
All
It's a
right.
close
Yeah.
deal. It's fun. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, all right, interesting stuff. Brett, did you have something else from online? Go back over to Eric now. Your prep career is reaching its final few weeks. Has that kind of hit you yet? I know you're a busy guy in 12-month thing with you as well for Ian, but like, has that hit you yet? That man, it's coming to an end real soon.
Yeah, I think G said today. What is it? 6 practices left.
Okay.
High school career, or 5 now. That's just crazy to think that 5 practices from now and it's all done. Like it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, Ian, how about for you? Same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
Oh, okay. Brett, did you have something from online? Here
Yeah,
we go.
another one from WrestleMania. Kind of an interesting question. Something you think about when you hear talk wrestling. But have you ever had to lose pounds at the last second heading into a meet? And if so, how did you do it?
Here we go. Now, how did you do
How'd
it?
you cut weight?
You got a story, Ian? Did you have to lose something quick?
Yeah, most nights I'm just like in my bed, just putting the covers over my head, just trying to make as much heat as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I get it done, but
Okay.
it's
Have you
hard.
ever been overweight though and had to go up a weight class?
I've never had to go up a weight class.
Okay.
No.
How about for you, Eric?
I've missed weight a couple times, a couple years ago. Probably funniest story, which is pretty dumb on my part, but we went to Minnesota this year. I wrestled 120 for that with a 1 pound allowance. So I was strict on my weight cut and got down, and I was like 120.4-ish,
Okay.
and then I saw a bottle of water and drank a little bit too much. Got to weigh-ins about 45 minutes early, and was a little bit over, so I ran it off. But
Okay.
that was probably the dumbest thing I've ever done.
Ran it off, but you could have just gone to the bathroom too, maybe, or did you have to do both?
Oh, I went both.
Okay.
I was doing everything I could.
Gotcha. Interesting stuff. Yeah.
I just picture Ian in bed with his electric blanket like cranked on high,
Yeah.
with sweatpants and sweatshirts and everything, just sweating it out. Well, this is piggybacking. We got another one from Gooch, but how much, Ian, did you weigh during football, and how much did you have to lose for wrestling?
There you go.
Well, I wrestle right now with the allowance. It's 141, and during football season, I weighed around like 155-ish.
Wow.
So,
Oh,
well,
wow.
going into wrestling, like, I don't know, it's just like a different sport, so you lose weight like a lot easier.
Okay.
It's a lot like harder.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's natural? Like, what would you say your natural weight is at? Like, if you were just
Like just walking around, it'd be
Yeah.
like 145.
okay. How about for you, Eric?
128.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right. So it's not too far off for the both of you. All right. Great. Interesting stuff. Brett, did you have
Well,
something?
one more. Again, that's a big topic here, but WrestleMania, how strict is your diet during a season?
But this guy's very interested in what you guys are doing exactly. I'm not sure what's going on here, but yeah. So if you could just be general, describe your diet, Ian. I mean, it's not a bunch of Jimmy John sandwiches, is it?
No, I mean, if you ask anyone, I definitely have a sweet tooth. So if there's candy, I'm definitely gonna eat it.
Okay.
But I try to stick to a healthy diet, like
Okay.
the protein, fruits, all that.
Okay. Eric.
Yeah, I definitely have a sweet tooth too. I'll eat candy anytime.
Okay.
Honestly, my diet should be better, but
Yeah.
practice hard enough.
Well,
and-
what? Okay. So what's your like the thing that coaches probably don't want you to be consuming? Is it the candy, or do you have like some kind of little fetish that you want to eat in terms of?
white 0-calorie monster. That's
Okay.
my kryptonite.
Okay, gotcha.
You gotta go with the regular green monster, the OG.
Okay,
It's
all
the
right.
best.
Interesting stuff. Brett, did you have something?
Are you guys allowed a cheat day? I mean, can you just go to McDonald's and just scarf a quarter pounder or whatever, or is that off limits the entire
Pretty
season?
sure I had it on one day. It was a fun day.
Yeah, same thing with you, Ian. You've done
Yeah.
that once in a while.
You
All right.
gotta have it, right? I mean,
Good
come on.
stuff. All right, that's interesting. Do you have something else?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, good stuff. I wanted to get to you, Eric, about the college change. It was big news when obviously we knew about you and Keaton at first. We're going to UNC, right?
Yep.
But then now, why the change? First off, we're happy to see you're going to UW. But what led to that change for you, my friend?
Coach change. So Bono, McDonough, and Reeder, they got the positions at Wisconsin, and I kind of like noticed that. I was like, I see what they're doing and kind of thing.
Okay.
And, then I started talking to McDonough and going down to the RTC for practices and working with him. Like me and him are like the same person, like same style. Me and Bono get along well. Same with me and Reeder, and I don't know, just close to home. Just kind of feels like the right fit with friends on the team too. Is just kind of the place to be.
Okay. All right. Now I want to go over to Ian. So, what about you for the next level? Will anything come across here? Are you looking to do that, or what?
Yeah, I'm still deciding on what sport to pursue after high school.
Okay.
It's between lacrosse and wrestling right now. couple of colleges are talking to me for like each sport. So.
Okay. All right. Best of luck there, my friend. Did you have something else?
Yeah, well, like lacrosse, would you go out more East Coast then? Because that's so big out there.
Yeah, it's kind of all over. Doesn't
Okay.
really matter where.
Growing sport.
It is. It is soon to be probably a WA sport.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Eventually.
surprised.
Did you have something else from
Nope.
online, Brett? I'll tell you what. Let's take a time out here, guys. If I can, take a little 30 here. Got to pay the bills. Let me run my promo here first, Brett, before I forget. Last week I almost forgot. Thank you again to Community First Credit Union. They're our presenting sponsor. When you bring your deposits to Community First, your money becomes a source of great good for you and your community. So find Community First Credit Union online at communityfirstcu.org. And by the way, Brett, Rose, you can put it on him. He's got the USA Today Network Wisconsin, the Silly Toast apparel.
There we go.
That's our clothing sponsor. That is Silly Toast. There you go, Brett. Yeah, you're not jacked, dude. Stop. You're not swole, man.
Yeah, all right.
You're not swole,
anymore.
brah. Anyway, but yeah. Oh, but I know I asked you this before. You're not a Packer fan, or you are a Packer fan?
No, I'm a Vikings fan.
Vikings fan. Vikings fan
Man,
here.
that's terrible.
Ah.
Terrible.
How about for you, Ian?
Oh, I'm definitely a cheesehead.
No, definitely
There we go.
cheesehead. All right, well, I'm a Bears fan. But I co-host a Packers show with Brett Christopherson coming up, what is it, our 11th season coming up in August. Can't wait for that to start last year we had Josh Jones as our special host, our special Packers co-host, so we're starting that up again. So come on down. It is free. I cannot stress this enough. You can walk in, you can sit down, order yourself some food, and get to meet your favorite Packers. Like, who's your favorite Packer?
Aaron Rodgers.
Been on the show a couple times.
Yep.
Who's your favorite Viking, by the way? Who would you say? Is it AP? Back in the day?
Probably Thielen.
Okay.
Say
Oh,
I
sure.
can respect
I
that,
can respect that too. Heck of a receiver. Hasn't been on the show, but we respect him greatly. But yeah, come on down. It's a free show. You get to meet your favorite Packer players. You get to win great prizes, and you get to have a great time. So come on, check it out. It's free. Twitter. I'm at PC Ricardo. Go ahead, Eric, if you want to.
Eric Barnett 1117.
Okay. Now, as for Ian, I can't even pronounce what his.
Yeah, I don't
he
know
can't
what
even
that
remember
is.
what it is. But maybe if you look up Ian Laatsch, you can maybe check it out and try to follow him as well, even though he's never on there. But I love Twitter. Can't wait when I'm at the individual state tournament. Gonna be following both of you guys and seeing how you guys are doing and updating everyone there. In terms of where you guys progress-wise and when you guys make it to the title matches in your respective weights. So please follow me at PC Ricardo again. And the podcast, we were back, Brett. We took a couple weeks off because of Mother Nature. She was hating on us. But the R&B show, we're back. We're talking about you guys for a little bit. If you haven't done it, please do so right now. Subscribe to the R&B show. You can download it on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play. So please check us out, the only podcast dedicated to high school sports. Shout-outs, guys. We have shout-outs coming up. Eric, you're familiar with this, so think about who you can send some love to. Same thing for you, Ian. And I don't want you forgetting anyone, because if you get someone, you're going to get in someone's doghouse, and then I don't want to hear about it. All right, so good stuff. So, Brett, I see you making a face over there. Do you have a question that you don't want to ask? Uh-oh, here we go.
Yeah, the guy said everything was on the table, right?
You guys said everything was on the table, right?
And I said I use my discretion, but
Okay.
I'm going to go there anyway. Broccoli wants to know, a question for both guys. What do the girls think about your ugly ears?
Oh, don't let them say that
I hate
to you.
to ask that. I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
They're going to pin me.
You want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Yeah, you go first.
Well, I mean, ugly is an opinion. I think they're pretty cool. Like,
It looks
I
to
don't
me
know.
like that's hard work right there.
Yeah.
man.
It does.
I mean, if the girls don't like them, then they're probably not the right girls. So
There you go,
Yeah.
Ian.
Yeah, my girlfriend definitely doesn't like it, but I mean, deep down, I think she likes it.
All right, good question. All right, Brett, I saw that face you were making. You didn't want to ask that one.
I didn't, and now they're probably going to beat me up after the show.
All right, so what do you got? Another question?
That's
here?
it right now.
Okay. All right. Here's a question. I love to hear this from you guys. You guys have wrestled so many great wrestlers. Who would you say is the top guy that you've gone against? Can't be a teammate or anything like that. We'll start here with Ian. Who's the best guy that you've gone against?
My only loss this year, Aiden Medora. He's definitely.
Where's he from? Do you remember?
He wrestles like he's the only one on his team.
Okay.
I'm not sure what it's called. Do you know what?
some like
Yeah, it's like a military
Military.
sport.
Oh,
Yeah,
St. John's
yeah.
Northwestern Military?
Yeah,
Is that
I
it?
think
Okay.
that's it.
That's all right. That's right by Fond du Lac. I know where that
Yeah,
is.
he's
Okay.
real tough. He like worked me pretty good.
Okay. All right. Eric?
I would say probably Kyle Biscaglia
From where?
from Iowa. I don't even know what town, but
Now, why? Why does that stand out for you?
he's hard to wrestle. Definitely, he's pretty stingy on his feet. Wrestled him twice in freestyle, and we went 1-1.
Okay.
He pecked me at junior duels, and then I beat him at Fargo. But he's probably one of the most I have to be super strategic when I wrestle him in pretty cautious. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. Brett, did you have something from online? I want you guys to give me now. Ian, you didn't make it to state last year, but you did the year before. Is that what happened? What can you tell me about the state tournament that people don't know? Now, I've been there many times, obviously because I've covered it for like basically the last 15 years. But we'll start here with Ian and then go to Eric on this. What's it like to be there in the center of the big storm? I mean, it's a great event. I love being there, but it is a zoo down there. What's it like?
It's pretty amazing, just all the people watching you. I mean, my first time going down there, my first match, I was so nervous for it, but I don't know. Like after my first one, I got used to it, and then just working hard, wrestling hard there.
Okay. Eric?
Yeah, it's definitely nuts being down there, especially like for finals. Like you'll just look around, look up, like the whole place is packed.
What's it like for the March of Champions, man? Even I get pumped up, man, when I see you guys coming out there. That's really cool what they do for you guys to really single you out. What's that like looking across the mat after you guys get all lined up, man? That's gotta be special.
My sophomore year, I was shaking so bad, like so antsy, ready to go. But I don't know, it's pretty cool, neat thing they do, and the whole music thing with it too, and it just gets you ready.
Yeah, good stuff. Brett, do you have something from online?
Yeah, Gary wants to know advice you have for aspiring wrestlers.
Ooh, I like that one. Aspiring wrestlers, so the little guys who are looking up to you guys, and the little Hortonville guys who are looking up to you, Eric. What do you tell them?
Probably say pay attention to detail. I know a lot of the younger kids, it's hard for them to stay focused, but if you just pay attention to detail and just be disciplined for an hour and a half or whatever the practice is, and it'll bring you a long way.
Okay. Ian, for you too, those young wrestlers.
Just stick with it and work as hard as you can. Make sure to have fun, like Eric said earlier.
Okay. Brett, let me ask a question here first before we go back to online. So I know we were talking I think with the FVA meet where you had gotten your 4th consecutive championship. I think it was the 3rd for you.
It was my 3rd.
Let's talk about that a little bit, because that is some pretty rarefied air for the both of you. We'll start over here with Eric. 4 championships. That's some great stuff. I know you had high expectations out of middle school and what you wanted to do, but to have that, to kind of accomplish that goal, that says a lot for you. That's a great conference.
Yeah.
To wrestle in.
Yep. I guess it's pretty cool. I didn't really think too much of it because I'm always looking ahead to the state tournament. But yeah, I guess hindsight, that was pretty neat to do, and do it. Brandon Misch had it too, so that's neat.
How about for you, Ian, to get 3 times? And maybe you can expound on that a little bit. I had a question here about how would you say that you've progressed since your freshman year according to the senior year now, Ian Laatsch?
Oh yeah, freshman year, I obviously didn't win, but my senior year I felt really good coming into it. I wasn't really too worried about anybody.
Okay.
Like I I only had one match that I tag-fouled someone, and the rest were pins.
Okay.
So yeah, I felt pretty good.
All right, good stuff. Brett, did you have something from online?
Yeah, the gooch for Ian. What would you enjoy more, winning a state wrestling title or scoring a winning touchdown in football against Kimberly?
Definitely a state wrestling title.
There you go. Wow, that didn't take him too long to answer either. Do you have something else?
Nope.
Brett, for something? Rituals and superstitions, guys. Now, Eric, again, if you could repeat, I don't know if it's the same thing that what you said last time, but that's a question I always ask, if anything's changed. The little things that you do to get ready for a match, especially some of those big ones that you're going to be competing in coming up on Saturday probably, or what do you do? Do you do, in terms of individual-wise, what do you do?
I think, honestly, I don't know if I do anything now that I would do the same like every tournament. I kind of just feel out my body and feel out what it needs and sort of thing. I don't know. I mean, the only thing I can think of that's pretty small, and a lot of people do it, is just wait. I put my singlet on 10 minutes before I wrestle my first match, and that's about it. Okay.
Now, do you, is it a good or bad thing if the guy who's across the mat from you is someone that you've wrestled before or a new guy?
I like wrestling people the second time. If I lose to a kid the first time, I'm definitely going to beat him the second.
Okay.
I would like to think I'm pretty good at game planning against people, and then again, if I beat him the first time, I always want to spread the gap.
Okay,
and beat him worse than the first time.
Gotcha. Okay, now for you, Ian, again, same question. How do you get ready for the match, man? Are you listening to some music, or are you pacing a certain way, or what's going on?
Yeah, I'm definitely pacing back and forth, and definitely got the music cranking.
People ain't slapping you, are they? They're not doing that stuff?
No.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Hey,
I don't know about you either, Eric. I don't know. No one's doing that to you, right?
I slap myself sometimes. That's about it.
Okay, how about for you then?
Yeah. Just getting in my head, just getting ready mentally, like I said before. That's all it is. Just getting mentally prepared for going out there to either be killed or killed.
And the same thing I asked Eric as well. Is it you prefer wrestling a guy that you wrestled before? Is it just different when you guys are a newbie that's going across from you, or what?
Doesn't really matter to me too much.
Okay.
I don't know, just go out there and wrestle my match.
Just perform. Brett, did you have something from online?
Yeah, I got a few here.
Okay, here we go.
This one's come up a couple times for Eric. Who is your favorite punter?
Favorite punter? Oh, I met this Kimberly starting punter the other day.
Okay.
Probably that guy.
Okay.
He's a beast.
He's a beast. Do you know
Okay.
his name?
Yeah.
I don't know who it is.
I honestly don't remember.
I don't
his
know
name
either, but
right
it
now.
came up a
Is
couple
it
times. so
McBriar?
I thought it was
McBriar is the only guy I know from Kimberly. I think he's the kicker though.
Let's do this one, WrestleMania, for both guys. Favorite way to score a point in wrestling?
Oh, here we go. Ian, favorite way to score a point?
I don't know. Double leg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take him
Probably a headlock.
Okay.
Probably a dirty headlock.
There you go. All right, that came pretty quick for both of them. Brett, do you have something
Yeah,
else?
let's do this from Broccoli. Question for Ian: will the Yoda costume return to state this year? And a question for Eric, with a little wink here. Whatever happened to you transferring to Appleton North?
Let's go with the Ian question first. Well, what's this Yoda costume?
It was like some pajamas that my mom got for me. And I surprised my friend who's asking us right now, Brock Danielski. He's in the Army right now.
Oh, sure, I remember Brock Danielski.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a one-time thing. I thought I'd get some laughs out of it.
Okay, all right, good stuff. Yeah, what about this stuff? Possibly, was that a true story there, Eric, or is that someone making it up?
Way back when. Homegrown.
Okay, all right.
Stairwear.
All right.
Been successful.
There you go. Brett, do you have something
Let's
else?
end it with this one from WrestleMania. What's something about wrestling most people don't know or understand? It's a good
Perfect question. Perfect question. Something that maybe people don't understand about the sport.
Probably weight cut thing.
Okay.
I don't think people realize how much it takes out of somebody to cut weight.
Okay.
Like it mentally taxes people so bad and like takes everything out of somebody
Okay.
to cut a couple pounds. So yeah.
Okay, interesting. Ian.
I think people just don't like realize how hard that we actually work, like in the weight room in the off season, and just in the wrestling room, how hard we work and how much like that drains our body at night and stuff. I think they should just realize that it's pretty hard on our body.
Okay, great stuff. Again, here with Eric Barnett of Hortonville and Ian Laatsch of Appleton North. These guys are competing this Saturday, actually, over there at Appleton North for a chance to head down to the state tournament. We expect both of them to be at the Indy State Tournament the following weekend at the Kohl Center. Brett, you don't have anything else? Because if not, it is, you know what time it is, guys. It's shout-out time. So, directly farthest to my right, Eric. Now, Rosie, that's the camera. See, he's pointing at that camera. You got to give some love to the people who got you where you are today. Go ahead, my friend.
Definitely my parents for supporting me, bringing me everywhere and spending the money. My brother Jacob, probably give him 80% of my success that I've earned.
Oh, sure.
Me, I've always had to be competitive, trying to beat him and creating a style to beat him, which led me to where I am now.
Okay, all right. Ian, your turn.
Yeah, I'm a mama's boy. Shout out to my mom, got her tattooed on me.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, shout out to Clough, my girlfriend, she's pretty supportive. My little sister, obviously, and my grandma.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, good stuff. Can I get my shout out? Are you on me on this camera here, Rosie? We're doing it. My neighbor, Brett, get this. He snowplowed my driveway.
Snowblowed?
Snowblowed my driveway. I went out there with the shovel. It was like 12 inches of snow, and I found it was already done for me. It was very nice of you. I know you don't watch this show, but thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, guys. Here's the thing. Like I said, I'm going on the Kohl Center, and I firmly believe I've been watching what you guys have been doing. Firmly believe I'll see both of you guys, on Championship Saturday. Let's say that you guys are at that moment again. I'll start here with Eric. What are the three big keys for you to finish out the way you want to finish out? So what are the three big keys for you?
I don't know, just go out there and do what I know how to do, get to my offense and get off the mat as soon as I can. Okay. One of my big goals is pin my way through the state tournament.
Okay.
So I'm just dead focus on that. Okay. Third thing is probably staying focused throughout the whole thing. It's a pretty long tournament.
Yeah.
Like I personally don't like the whole 3-day state tournament
No.
thing. I think it should be a 2-day tournament.
Okay.
But the WIA does what it wants, so.
Yeah, we know that. All right, how about for you, Ian?
Mentally prepared, like I've said already. Physically, like be at my best, like with my training, with my coach, just being like ready, like flowing through my shots, and yeah, that's about it.
Okay, all right, so Brett, you didn't have anything else from online? I want to thank you both for appearing again on the roundtable. They get nothing. Todd Clark, WIA. I know you're watching the show. I just gave them some water. You can't even see it right now, but your amateur status is intact. Just got to make sure they're always watching the show, making sure we're not giving you guys anything. That's the WIA, man. They're the eye in the sky. They're watching you at all times. So, but yeah, I want to thank again Eric Barnett of Hortonville, Ian Laatsch of Appleton North, two of the best wrestlers in the state. Hope to see them over at the Kohl Center doing their thing and bringing home that gold medal. So again, for Eric, for Ian, I'm Ricardo Arguello, part of the USA Today Network Wisconsin digital live stream team. Again, for Brett Christopherson and Jim Rosendick, also part of USA Today Network Wisconsin. Thanks again for checking out the Varsity Roundtable. Next week we'll have some more wrestlers, actually. Gonna have a couple more wrestlers here on the big show. Best place to find out, facebook.com/Varsity Roundtable. Until then, everyone have a great week, and best of luck to you two gentlemen. And everyone, please check in again next week for another episode of the Roundtable. Have a good one. Keep smiling.
Why do people do their banking at Community First Credit Union?
Community First always makes me feel appreciated.
I can feel a genuine welcome the minute I get through the front door.
People are smiling, they're willing to help you out, they know you by name.
You can tell they're very passionate about their job.
They put their heart and soul into it.
Community First has my back. They want to see me succeed.
It definitely matters where you bank, and I bank at Community First, and this will be the one and only place I will come to do any of my business.